how in the world are we supposed to pick one John Carpenter movie to do for this week? Well, like I've said before, excuse me, since I go last during the week, I usually, and I'm kind of lazy about finally getting on and kind of deciding what film I'm going to do. I see kind of what everyone else is going to do throughout the week, and then I say, okay, well, this is the film that I'm going to do, because if someone wants to do a favorite that is totally cool with me, they can do that, and then I'll kind of pick from there. But oh my goodness, going through it wasn't hard to pick this week, because it was like there were so many John Carpenter films out there that he directed, or I think you are also allowed to do a film that he produced and stuff like that, but I really wanted to pick a film that he directed. And the one thing that I love about John Carpenter is he's kind of an all-around director, because he's really big into doing the music for films and then also directing. So I picked one of my absolute favorite films. This is probably my husband's favorite film, other than maybe, say, Raiders of the Lost Ark or something like that, because he's a huge indie guy, and that's Big Trouble in Little China. What's really, really cool is living in San Francisco. It's so amazing to go to Chinatown and actually go through, there's kind of like a green gate looking thing that's like kind of into Chinatown, and you see it actually in the film, and walking through that and taking pictures by that in San Francisco is just so totally cool. So it's kind of as close to my heart. My husband actually bought the replica tank top that Jack Burton wears in the film, and he wore that, and so he actually dressed up as Jack Burton. I think it was 2 years ago. I believe it was the same year that I did my Freddy costume, which I love so much. That's in my picture on my other channel, Lunaria Claire. So, this film, basically for all intents and purposes, could be called The Adventures of Jack, Wang and Lo Pan, really, and that's not taking anything away from Gracie, the character played by Kim Cattrall, but, I love kind of the bromance between Jack and Wang. Jack Burton to me is one of the, iconic Kurt Russell characters. It might be my favorite character that he ever did. Now, I love Snake Plissken, but he doesn't talk that much as Snake Plissken. He's definitely a badass, but doesn't do as much talking as Jack Burton, and I think that kind of, not smarmy, but very sure of himself kind of guy is like the perfect role for Kurt Russell. It kind of reflects a little bit of the character that he played in Tango and Cash. Just kind of out there and doesn't really care what people think, and he's kind of kooky, and that reminds me of Jack Burton, and I just absolutely love that character. Now, for all intents and purposes, I think this is one of John Carpenter's weirdest films. I say weird because I use weird in that it doesn't follow this linear, normal topic storyline. It's a very strange little film, and while he's done plenty of horror movies, don't get me wrong, I found this to kind of be an adventure comedy. I loved all the Asian aspects of it, and it was just so cool. It's just an amazing film. If you have never seen Big Trouble in Little China, I hope that doesn't deter you from wanting to see it. When I say weird, it has a linear story. It's very easy to keep up with, but something, there's fights in the street with random little, creepy dudes. And like I said, Lo Pan as the bad guy is just fantastic. I just love that actor. James Hong, he's been in a ton of stuff. I'd love to meet him one day. And I love everything about it. Like I said, it's my husband's favorite movie now. And what he always used to do, he actually dressed, I know I'm talking about my hubby a lot, but he loves this movie so much. It's another big reason why I wanted to do this as a review. He used to dress up as Jack Burton when he was a little kid, because he had seen this movie when he was really little. And I just think that's so cute. And, I really just love how by the end of the movie, the Jack Burton character has not changed his personality. And this is not totally a spoiler, but, okay, well, I won't really say what happens at the end, but let's just say him and the girl, they've kind of hooked up with each other, and he's still going to be himself, and he kind of rides off into the sunset, metaphorically, without taking the girl with him or stuff like that. He's kind of like the cowboy that's ridden into town in this story, but in this he's ridden in with his tractor trailer, and then by the end he's leaving and going out of town because he's kind of helped save the day. So kind of see him as like the savior cowboy of the story, and the Kim Cattrall character is kind of the woman who he woos while he's in town, and then you just kind of open-ended what's going to happen to them. And and I apologize for a lot of my reviews, I'm not going to give like a 5-minute synopsis of the film. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to assume that you've seen the movie. If you haven't, I hope that my enthusiasm has made you want to see it, because if you love Kurt Russell, definitely check out this film. There were so many other amazing videos this week, and I, hopefully we'll get a chance to catch up on them all. I haven't had a chance to watch many videos at all this week, so to all the people watching that are supporters of Horoscope 101, I definitely want to say that I'm going to get to be watching more videos hopefully soon, but, I just have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life and with work and stuff like that. So, but I'm glad that, I kind of definitely make time in the week at some point to make my Horoscope 101 video, even if I can't make one for my own channel, because this is like, okay, I know that on Sunday I'm going to be posting my video for all of you guys that watch, and this is kind of my guaranteed place. So go see Big Trouble in Little China. Look for that green kind of gate that I'm talking about that, like I said, is in San Francisco, and you can actually see that. It's totally cool. And yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. What can I say? I'm kind of ending this John Carpenter week kind of on a kooky, non-horror note. There's some creepy aspects of the film, but it's more of kind of a weird adventure comedy more than anything. So, not sure what the topic is for next week, but whatever it is, I'm super excited about it. So, I will see you next Sunday. Check me out on my other channel. Hopefully, I'll be able to post a video in the next couple of days, and I'll see you soon. A week from today.